Hey crafty friends, it's Shalana here, ready to thrill you with Kendra's card challenge number 19 in mystery kits. Let's scan the QR code to see what this kit entails. The Echo Park Sun Kiss kit has the wow factor. Check out the Pink and Main Summer Sloth stamp and coordinating die. This stamp touches my coloring heart. There are 15 enamel dots in coordinating colors. In addition, look at the frames and tag ephemera that works perfectly with the coordinating enamel dots and paper. I receive 16 A2 size primary colored card panels, 4 of each color, green, blue, yellow, and red. I love pattern paper, and this paper is double-sided and brings all the feels. So how do you get this kit full of products? You want to join Kendra's Patreon membership programs. There are 4 tiers: supporter, official, all access, and VIP. It starts at $2 a month. However, when you elect all access, it includes the monthly mystery card kit sampler, which I'm using here today. And when you elect VIP, you get the full mystery card kit. And there are tons of perks at each level. But of course, we want it all. So I'm going to encourage you guys to grab that kit. Now let's get started and make a few cards. This first card I created using sketch number 3. I wanted to utilize as many items in the kit as I could. I pre-stamped the Sloth lounging on his beach chair, as well as the pattern paper based on the card challenge cutting guide. For the base of the card, I pulled a piece of red cardstock. I wanted to add some texture to the cardstock, so I pulled out a stencil and used tone-on-tone ink blending with the Bee Sting ink by Simon Hurley. I grabbed my blending brush and went in a circular motion around the card base. This definitely provided some interest opposed to leaving it blank and was the look that I was going for. So I'm removing my stencil and look at this finished product. Super cute polka dots all over my card base. I then took my pieces of pre-cut pattern paper and began layering them on the cardstock based on the card pattern. I did not initially adhere them. I just wanted to get a feel visually for how the pattern was going to be laid out. I did help myself by writing the dimensions on the back of each piece of pattern paper as I was cutting them. This provided me with a quick reference point, as the dimensions in the pattern guide was not created equal. So there were a few that were just a bit longer than the others, which means the placement was critically important to get the pattern as designed on the cutting guide. Now, the great thing about these cutting guides is they do all the work for you. You just go ahead and pull that out. You see the completed pattern that you want to create, and you just begin cutting. Kendra literally did all the work for us. So I started adhering my pattern paper on the right-hand side. The pattern paper here is cut a little bit longer than the other patterns. I'm rotating my cardstock, and I'm doing the same thing on the left-hand side of the red card base. And you can see, if you take a look at the cutting guide, the differences between the two. So as I was mapping this out, I was trying to find paper that coordinated but also gave a pop, so that there was visual interest in the pattern paper versus the plain cardstock. You can see here I used some Barely Arts glue to cut this down. In my previous video, I asked you guys a question around our dry adhesive versus our wet adhesive. So I was trying to do something a little bit different and use the wet adhesive. Now, I had trouble doing that, so I'm going to work on that. So you can see that at one point I actually went back to my dry adhesive. But I do understand why you want to use the wet adhesive, because it did allow me to move pieces in the pattern paper in a way it didn't with the dry adhesive. It was like permanently mounted to the cardstock. So here I have my card base. Pretty much the card base is done. So I'm adding it to the top of an A2 sized piece of cardstock. Next up, I am coloring the Sloth. The Sloth is literally chilling in his lounge chair. And I'm actually in vacation in Aruba and doing some of the same. So this was a perfect image. So let's talk about Kendra's Patreon and the card challenge. I bet you're wondering how you can participate in the challenge. All you need to do is grab the free printable from Kendra's Patreon, which is linked below in the description. You can join as a free member by clicking on the Join for Free button and enter your email address or create a Patreon account. To participate and enter the card challenge contest to be eligible to win prizes, you'll upload one photo containing all 15 cards to the link party for the month. Visit KendriasCardChallenge.com for the links to the InLinkz parties. You will also be able to see some beautiful project inspiration there as well. To be featured in the monthly showcase and winners announcements, upload your photo in the monthly showcase photo album in Kendra's Card Challenge's Facebook group. You can also upload individual pictures of each card as well. There is a sketch album for that, and you can win additional monthly prizes throughout the quarter. So the fun thing about these challenges is Kendra has done all the work for you. Following the guides, and you will turn out tons of cute cards in no times. You can also mass produce these cards. So once you have your card sketch challenge free printable ready to go, take a note to look at the back page, which has a wonderful chart. Again, there are 4 tiers that you can join from with regard to her Patreon membership. So let's talk about all of them in more detail around these tiers. All right, so tier number 1 is supporter. It starts at $2, and you get your Patreon only updates and inspiration, some general support around the challenge, and early access to D-Stash sales. Tier 2 is the official tier, which is $5. In addition to the supporter items that I just discussed, you'll also get 1 year of access to download previous challenges and 1 year bonus printables digital downloads, as well as a printer-friendly version of the challenge PDF. The next level is all access, which this is the one where you will get this mystery card kit that I'm working on. In addition to all the things I spoke about, you also get 2 years of the access to download previous challenges, the bonus printable downloads, as well as early access to new card challenges, and the mystery card kit sampler, which is what I'm working on. And then there's the VIP tier, which is $25. In addition to everything that I told you about, you're also going to get the monthly mystery card kit, and you'll get the full version of that. You'll get the handmade card, crafty live stream sessions each quarter, a chance to win additional challenge prizes, and a shout out on the challenge videos. So we have completed card number 1. How cute was that? We're moving on to card number 2. I am using card sketch number 13. Again, I thought those sloths were so cute, so I'm using that. I love the colors, so we're going to do some more coloring. I cut out all my circles in not only pattern paper, but in my blue primary color paper. In one of the circles, I actually used the ephemera and cut a circle out, which was a different way to use that product. So I am coloring this cute sloth who's enjoying a piece of watermelon. I'm using Copic alcohol markers to get this done. While I think sloths are cute, I didn't know much about them, so I'm going to share a little fun facts with you. They give birth hanging upside down. They're 3 times stronger than we are. They're blind in the daylight and can turn their head at 270-degree axis. And they are more impressively can plummet from 100 feet without injury. That is so amazing. So a few things for you that I don't want you to forget about. Don't forget this challenge runs July 1st through September 30th. And you'll want to join Kendra's Card Challenges Facebook group. Again, I'm recommending the All Access, which gives you a ton of different opportunities to use the benefits and perks of this challenge. And you can get this mystery sampler kit that I'm using, or you can upgrade to that VIP tier, which is all the more friendly. You're going to get that full kit as well as a few other things that I told you about. So again, go ahead and go to that back page of the challenge, and it's going to give you a beautiful graph on what you get based on the tier that you sign up for. We want you guys to get social, share photos or videos of your card creations on social media. Use hashtags Kendra Card Challenge 19 and or KCC 19 for a chance to be featured in the weekly card making inspiration post on KCC Patreon page. Get your crafty friends to join as well. So I'm finishing up coloring this cute sloth. And lastly, pro tips, use your little white gel pen. I'm coloring in that bathing suit and adding some polka dots to it. And our image is complete. So now we are going to go ahead and put this card together. So I am starting with my base, which is a yellow piece of cardstock that I added some texture to. I ran this through a 3D embossing folder. I'm adding my circle ephemera piece that I cut right to the inside of a piece of blue cardstock. And I am starting from the outward edge on the right and the left hand side, adding my blue circle panel pieces. I'm doing that first so I can sort of gauge the distance between each blue circle and the pattern circles, as well as the centerpiece that I'm going to be using. And there is no rhyme or reason for how I place these outside of wanting to make sure that I had about the same distance between where I placed the circle on each side. So I'm adding my centerpiece circle. I added some 3D foam tape behind that focal point to pop it up. I love having dimension on my cards. And then as you can see, I have a little excess hanging blue pieces from my circle that's hanging off the card base. So I am just going to cut those off with my scissors. And our card is pretty much finished, besides adding the additional layers that I need to add. So I am placing this yellow card base on top of my green cardstock. And again, I'm just using my adhesive going around all four sides. Because this had a 3D texture, I did add some additional adhesive just to make sure that once I placed this down, there was no chance that it would move. I created a top folding card, but I turned it horizontally instead of the vertical motion. And here I'm going to go ahead and get this adhered to my white card base. So again, as you're looking at the card challenge guide, you can create all your cards at once. Just go ahead and cut out your 6 coordinating pieces of pattern cardstock. You could take a look to see which ones are black and gray and use the coordinating color cards that comes along with it. And then just have some fun using the images that come along with it or images that you might have in your stash. So you can see I went ahead and put our cute little sloth friend here and the sentiment. And we are done. Check that out. So I think both of these cards are super cute. Again, this mystery sampler kit comes with all the products that you need to make a card. Of course, you can always have a couple pro tips in there where you could rotate or flip the card sketches to change up the layouts. You can change any of the elements with different shapes or adjust the size of the sentiment to fit your needs. You can use larger mats to create smaller mats or some different cutting dies to cut out words or shapes. You know, definitely save on your supplies. You can make it your own and have some fun with Kendra's card challenge sketches, which is what we've done here. So again, we use number 3 and number 13 for our sketches, and we are all done. So thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this YouTube video. And please enjoy the hop and see what other instructors have for you guys to be inspired by Kendra's card challenge. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day.